Hello, I'm SadShows247 and welcome to the video. It's been a while. I've been doing things. More specifically, I've been reading things. Furry visual novels, which, yeah, sorry about that. I was procrastinating because I was doing things. I really love these things. I love these two things right up on the screen. Those two things. Maybe one more than the other, but I'm getting off track. I have a question for you all. Have you ever just laid in your bed and just think to yourself, hey, I wonder if MIlo Thatch from Atlantis Lost Empire was a furry? And here we are. We're making making characters from TV shows and movies into furries. And, let's start the video. So right now I'm just getting a basic sketch. I put basic in quotation marks because I've been sketching. I've been fumbling around trying to get a pose. And here I go, just fumbling away, just trying to get that arm. That arm is kind of that arm. I was trying to, the pose I was going for is him peeking out from behind the rock. So he's kind of pushing it away, and then you see him and it's like, hello, hi, I'm here. Just don't worry about me. I'm over here. Hi. So I have this arm out. Now I'm making the coat. This is not his actual clothing during the scene. Well, when they're in the caves, I think he was actually in his, what is it? Actually, no. For half of the cave scene, he's actually wearing this. Or just wearing his... Yeah, he was wearing his sweater shirt. I haven't watched this movie in a long time, so if I get some details off, I'm sorry, because I actually haven't. It's been a while. It's been a good while. I need to watch it again. And here I go, taking a mental health break, and gave myself And during this break, I got myself a pity donut. Because I lost footage of the minor process. And jump skippity-doo, and here we are. I had so much footage. I forgot to press record. I forgot to press the record button during the line art process. So, yeah. I'm doing the thing. Okay. So... Well, we skipped the line art process. We just boom. We used the line art brush and just boom, done. And then now we're on to coloring. Now I'm making the trousers. Okay, if you look at MIlo's clothing, he is thick, but in reality, he's just thin. He probably borrowed some padding from RuPaul. I think he got some padding from her and just slapped it on in the trousers of his. Because I mean, look at him. Look at him. Look at that. Look at that. He's basically a twig. Thank goodness for them pads. Anyways. Here we go. I'm off again. More coloring. Coloring the sweatshirt. Is it a sweat? No, it's a sweater. It's a sweater. Yeah, it's a sweater. So I'm off coloring the sweater. Fixing the liner as I go. I think, okay, see, I like doing this rather than actually using the fill bucket. If I use the fill bucket, there's gonna be there'll be holes, and I'd be like, I have to go over again. Just if I do this, it's do it right the first time. So I colored manually, so I can actually, if there's a problem with the line art, or it's just a problem, it's not closed. There's an open gap. It's loose lines. and then just like one going the wrong direction. It's like, okay, I can easily fix that while I'm coloring. Very quick. I don't have to go over the entire thing again. So my thoughts of skipping from the process and now to more onto MIlo's persona. So I was thinking, I looked at his grandfather for reference, because, you know, family, and I thought to myself, he kind of looks like a terrier of some sort. His grandfather does look like a terrier because of his beautiful, magnificent mustache. And I'm like, you know what? He's probably a terrier as well. So I did some research, a lot of research. That's why it took so long. Not because of that thing, but it took a while for me to do research and trying to find which dog would be right for him. And I actually chose the Fell Terrier, even though it kind of doesn't look like a Fell Terrier. The only indication I did was the little tips of the ears, because you saw earlier, I added the muzzle part. It kind of made him look like a gray muzzle, so it kind of looked too old. So I just skipped on the whole muzzle thing and just kept the tips of his ears to make him look, still give him like those Fell Terrier. No, what do you call those? His style. Yeah. Then I changed the color because it was too dark. Kind of looked like it was too dark. Yeah. I'm recording this in the middle of the night, so I'm kind of tired. But yeah, gotta get the video done. So here we go. I'm fixing this because it looked off. Because I looked at the reference and I didn't like that, so I just changed it. It's just personal preference. I'm making this. It's just most of the time I'm just going with the flow. I don't know what I'm doing. Oh yeah, note this. I'm not a professional. I do not know what I'm doing. So most of the time I'm just going with the flow. Cute faces, little mustache. But most of the time I am going with the flow. And here's my shading. Shading attempt number one. Number one, because it's the first time, and you'll see me just scrap all of that and just do something else, and just, I tend to, when I'm drawing, I tend to, like, if something is really messing me up, I just skip that entirely and just go do something else, or just go take a 2-hour break, give myself a donut, something such and such. Maybe grab a nice maybe a cup of coffee and get some like French pastries up in there. But yeah, great. So here I am. I'm having the struggle of trying, because during this I had the struggle of having the hand, because the hand's on top of the rock, but the this coat is underneath. I had the problem of it like overlapping in wrong areas, so I just merged all layers together, and MIlo has become one with the rock. So fix that problem with the rock being like clipping through his hand or his coat. But finally we made it. We got to a point where it actually looks good. So I'm just filling in the flat colors. As I said, I'm doing the thing with what I'm doing, where my process where I just color manually and fix what I messed up all along the way. And look at that, almost finished the rock. So I'm just like, yep, there I go. I'm like looking around, seeing if there's anything wrong with it. And then here I go with the painting, in quotes, painting. Well, more like adding volume. I mean, isn't that what just painting is? Adding volume, bending light. The closest thing I'll ever be to a type of bender. A light bender. Yes, that's what painting is, just bending light. So here I go, adding shading shading, another shading paint, but like it's kind of mixture of both. Volume. Just gotta add the volume. That's the word, right? Volume. Not a professional, don't know what I'm doing. But here I am doing his pantaloons, trying to get all that smoothed up together, kind of like blend it together, blend it in, blend me blending away. This took me actually a while. Even though I'm missing footage, I did this collective footage you see in front of you was sadly 5 hours. 5 hours. 5 hours. Sadly 5 hours. Plus another an hour 55 minutes doing the line art. Well, maybe like 30 minutes of line art. So we have like I'd say 5 hours and 30 minutes of just me drawing. But this is, of course, over the course of a couple of days, because I was procrastinating, and you know, things come up. Things come up, and I'm like, I can't do this right now. Don't have the time. Anyways, here I go. So I realized that if I've taken a lot more time, if I had the time, I could make this into an actual painting, just like remove the line art and add some and refine it a little bit more better. And then yeah, you can actually pass this as a painting, in quotes, painting. But yeah, I was happy with that at the moment. I was happy about that. I was happy with the entire drawing. And now here I go with the background, which personally, I'm actually really proud of my background. This is actually the first time I did a fully fledged painted background. Normally I do like some like fancy, like some easy, simple, like smooth brain can do it backgrounds, like you've seen in the past, pretty smooth brain. But I can't. But now I'm just like, you know what? I kind of tried to go with the same look as the movie, similarly to the movie, kind of somewhat close to the movie. It's like me and the movie and my art style. So I'm like adding these this cool effect because I watched like this scene particularly in the movie. It's like I actually noticed things. I've noticed things more now after a little bit more experience, somewhat quote experience. I see things a little bit more clearly as quote experienced. I won't say artists. Art enthusiast, quote unquote, hobbyist. Good baby. It's a working title, but I noticed more difference. I noticed more things. I noticed small details in the show that I didn't see as a kid. But now that I just like rewatched it, I was like, wow. I will just rewatch the scene. I was like, wow, it's so beautiful. And I tried and this is like finally the moment that it all clicked for me. And I just like, boom, boom, boom. Yes, I know what I'm doing. And then it looked, it's surprisingly not bad. It's just my art style. Put the meme up there. It's just my art style. But actually it's not that bad. It could have gone a lot worse. But here I go, because I saw the little waterfall, and I was like, oh yeah, I'm gonna do that too, because it had water dripping from the tops of the buildings and it goes down. But I didn't know how to do that because I don't have a lot of buildings here, so I just did it in between the cracks. It's just water flowing down, which made it look really nice. And at this point, I was like, I need to add some more details in the background. And surprisingly, this actually was a lot better. This came a lot better than I thought it would. Now I'm just adding this, making sure that everything is okay, and then I realized, oh yeah, the nose. But And then there I got the nose, and then boom, it's finished. And you know, I'm actually pretty proud with this thing. I made MIlo as a terrier, a fell terrier, and you know, I'm really proud of this. This is actually one of my first pieces that I actually had to paint like a real, actual good painted background, in my opinion. But yeah, I got it done in the course of 3 days. Sadly, but here you go, MIlo James Thatch as a furry. Anyways, and that's all, folks. That's the video. Anyways, please like and subscribe. I'm desperate. See ya.